The production of too many useful things results in too many useless people. A quote by Karl Marx. Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you are doing well. We are the Group 4, and our goal for today is to help you better understand the Vision 10 and Vision 11 of Anthony Cortese's work, which is Education and Sustainability, the Need for a New Human Perspective. Also, we will define the term economic signal, social signal, GNP, price index, full cost accounting, and macroeconomic indicators. Feel free to raise your questions during our presentation, but those will be answered at the end of our report, and questions that are not related to our report will not be entertained. Thank you!
Hi, my name is Emmanuel Llave, and today I'm going to explain my part about the economic signal, the social signal. So first, what is an economic signal? So an economic signal is any piece of information that helps people make better economic decisions. One example is in the beauty community, which is the PR or the public relations. So what's gonna happen is a brand contacts a creator or an artist that posts certain makeup looks. Then the makeup company will send makeup products to the content creator or the artist. And then the makeup company can use that post to advertise and promote its brand. Next is the social signals. Social signals are human interaction metrics on social platforms like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Reddit, Medium, and many more. Some examples of social signals are likes, dislikes, shares, votes, pins, views, and other things, which commonly help to showcase popularity and affinity for a specific piece of content. Let's give an example. The TikTok. By commenting, liking, it can affect the algorithm of the certain TikTok post. That way, more and more people can view your TikTok. So, that would be all. Again, this is Emmanuel Llave. See you next time.
So, hi, it's me, John Allen. So, in this video, I'm gonna discuss to you what is GNP and CPI is. So, let's first define what is GNP. So, GNP stands for the Gross National Product. So, it is measure of all the value of goods and services produces by a country's resident and businesses. So how do we calculate this GNP? So by calculating this one, we're gonna add the personal consumption expenditures, the government expenditures, the private domestic investment, net export, and all income earned by the residents in foreign countries, minus the income earned by the foreign residents within the domestic economy. So GNP measures the production and also the welfare of the country. So policymakers rely on the gross national product as one of the important economic indicators. So GNP produces crucial information on manufacturing, savings, investments, employment, production outputs of major companies and other economic variables. The next one is the Consumer Price Index. So, Consumer Price Index, or in short, it is called CPI. It measures the average change in prices over time that consumers pay for a basket of goods and services. So, basically, Consumer Price Index, it is a statistical tool used to measure the price change of all the goods and services of all the consumers across the country. So CPI is the most widely used measure of inflation, proxy of the effectiveness of the government's economic policy.
When we talk about full cost accounting, it refers as true cost accounting, total value or total impact, that brings together non-market goods such as environmental and social assets into the development equation in order to allow analyzing the costs and benefits of business and or policy decisions. It can be defined as a method of accounting that recognizes the direct and indirect economic, environmental, health, and social costs of a project or action, and considers more than just the basic direct costs associated with a project such as a cost of building supplies, production, and distribution. Next is macroeconomic indicator is defined as statistics or data readings that reflect the economic circumstances of a particular country, region, or sector. It is mainly divided into two types of indicators, such as leading indicators that include yield curve, interest rates, and share prices, while the other hand is lagging indicators that comprise gross domestic product or GDP, inflation, and employment figures. Macroeconomic indicators are very important to any trader because they can have a significant influence on market movements. This is why most fundamental analysis will incorporate macroeconomic indicators.
Vision 10. We will have timely economic and social signals that encourage environmentally and socially sustainable behavior. A country as a whole must change its views on economic growth and must be in line with environmental safety. Economic growth must be in tandem or together with environmental sustainability to sustain the growth of economy that will not compromise the environment. One of the keys, economic and social signals. Take Republic of Nauru, a small country in the Pacific known as the country that ate itself, used to have one of the highest standards of living in the entire world and has one of the highest GNP or gross national product. Their 22 kilometer squared tiny country was ultra rich in phosphates which are used as fertilizers and explosives. It was then exploited in 1906 by foreigners and was later given to the Nauruans after their independence in 1968. By exporting phosphates, the country got rich very quickly that in 1974, it had the highest GDP per capita or per person in the entire world. The people don't care of their environment and lacks economic and social signals. They just spend their money here and there without considering their environment. But when the deposits ran out because of unsustainable mining, in 1992, their economy completely collapsed. Their country couldn't fall back on other resources anymore, such as tourism and agriculture, because 80% of their land was totally destroyed and 40% of marine wildlife had been killed. Now, the Republic of Nauru is an island with arid, dried industrial landscapes where biodiversity is no more. It became the least visited country in the world, and it left its citizens suffering and government left nothing to do. The goods in their country are all imported from other countries such as Australia and New Zealand, making their goods very expensive. This country must serve as a lesson to us all. Government, together with people, must take care of environment as much as we care for our economy. In the Philippines, we are slowly phasing out resource-intensive and non-environment friendly machines, power plants, and products. Economic and social signals are successfully changing the behavior of not only the people, but in the political stage as well. For example, the protest and demonstration in Negros, dubbed as the Youth Strike for Negros last March 6 of 2019, and small online petitions around the province prompted the provincial government and politicians to give more focus on the environment. As a result, Negros Occidental is now a coal-free province and the first one in the entire country, which means there is no coal-fired power plant operating in the whole province right now. In Cadiz City, we had the second largest solar power plant in the whole Southeast Asia and was the largest before 2018. I would also like to mention the phasing out of single-use plastics in caddies, which we can observe in convenience stores, drugstores, and department stores. Because of social signals, leaders are pushed and pressured in building renewable energy power plants and taking care of our environment. Thus, it makes our community healthier in all aspects, most especially economic and environmental sustainability. If we have continuous economic growth and environmental sustainability, our GNP and GDP per capita or per individual will surely rise and our quality of life be better. Much more, the society and community will be future proof in layman's terms that can sustain many generations. The Philippines is fulfilling this vision. As a third world country, it is our pride that we are trying our best to balance environment and economic growth. Also, with the help of climate activists and organizations such as Greenpeace, vloggers such as Nas Daily and Project Nightfall, scientists, experts, professionals, and youth, we create massive waves of social signals that slowly but surely encourage other people and its policymakers to shift their behavior and priorities into environmentally and socially sustainable one.
Vision 11. Nation would act like a global family. This vision of Cortese is a silent war cry for unity. In order for us to make a breakthrough on the economy and the environment, we should prefer building bridges than tall buildings that can only hinder voices that are meant to be heard and helping hands that are meant to be reached out. The best code that we can correlate in this vision of Cortez is cooperate, not compete. The key word here is family. And like a family who shares the same resources, we should learn to give consideration and concern on the needs and interests of others. After all, if we think deeply, we may be living in different islands and continents but still on the same earth. So, what is the world doing to achieve this vision? As the world is becoming more inclined in being open-minded and vocal than conservative, strategies in realizing this vision is already brewing. Here are some of them. The first one is vlogs. I mean, who haven't seen any vlogs right now, right? Vlog is very famous on watching, especially in Facebook and YouTube. It's one of the platform that is famous and the thing that interests viewers right now. So what is a vlog? Vlog is a video blog and it's a hot online commodity right now. In a society that prefers to watch than to read, the power of vlogs right now is undeniable. This is wonderful because some people are using this power to spread awareness about the importance of environmental and social sustainability. Vlogs such as Nas Daily, Project Nightfall, and many more. The second one is establishing international organizations. International organization is an institution drawing membership from at least 3 states, having activities in several states, and whose members are held together by a formal agreement. Some examples of these international organizations are United Nations, European Union, World Trade Organization, ASEAN, and many more. So, if we think deeply, these world organizations are really beneficial in many areas to those members of the said organizations. I mean, when you have issues, you can present your issue and the states would think a solution for you or lend a helping hand to provide solution on your problem that you are facing. The best example for this is when Yolanda happened here in the Philippines. It was such a tragedy, and the Filipinos felt devastated after Yolanda hit us. And The members of the Organization of ASEAN and United Nations help the Philippines, providing relief goods and human resource for us to recover in a more faster way. To be formal, here are some benefits of international organization. International organization can provide security, trade opportunities, stronger relationship possibilities, and finally can give the members a stronger voice in international scheme of things. The second one is international organization can provide smaller states an opportunity for stronger economic power. International organization can help, on the other hand, the larger states because it shows others that they are willing to not always get their way on issues, and it allows them to work with others. There are more ways that the world is thinking to achieve this vision of the world becoming a family, and this is just two of them, and there's many more. So that would be all for Vision 11.
This brings us to the end of our presentation. I sincerely appreciate your attention today, this afternoon. I hope it could help you to know something and learn. Thank you everyone for listening. Try not to become a man of success, rather, become a man of value. Thank you everyone, and mabuhay.